You may know that just a couple days ago, the trailer to the documentary for the trip to Antarctica that I took came out. It was on Friday last week. The TFE trailer came out. It's just 2 minutes long. Well, I thought you would be very interested in seeing what Fkatzoid and his Jerkle thought about the documentary. Now, Fkatzoid has declared that his channel will be dedicated to things other than reviewing our content.
I will not be rebutting any videos from these guys and will not be watching any of their content.
Fkatzoid said that about the time that this video came out, and he didn't address flat earth content very much until, well, 5 days later, when that statement became a lie and he reviewed our content. Anyway, I know that you probably don't want to dig through his channel to find it, so I did that for you. And I have to warn you, you only want to take Fkatzoid and his Jerkle in small doses, and this is about the doctor recommended size of the dosage. Here we go.
Yeah, this is Duffy's trailer. What's up, David?
Hey everyone, we are live.
So we hate ourselves.
From Antarctica.
Hate ourselves. Oh no, you
Generally done before. I can't find any evidence of any flat earther going to Antarctica. You certainly can't find any evidence of a group of flat and globe earthers going together to try and prove each other wrong.
I was alerted that our flight was the #1 tracked flight yesterday.
#1
They were 400 miles in.
Oh, was it? Guys. You're going to have to pause, unfortunately, so we can make commentary. He's already said the stuff before, so it doesn't, not really new information that he said there, does it?
No, not at all. Not at all. Like I say, I just think there's got to be a big work of fiction like the other one was. You know what I mean?
How long did it take him to put this together? Be honest.
A few months.
I know.
But remember, I did say to Jonathan that it's probably going to come out end of April. So I was right on the money.
What's that, Fkatzoid? You told Jonathan that it was going to come out in April?
Flashback.
When do you think we'll be seeing this documentary?
I think April's a good, if we haven't gotten attention by then, or accepted into maybe some festivals or something, would be like a backup to sale.
Yeah, Fkatzoid, you nailed it. You are right, except he told you, not you told him. You just can't stop lying, can you?
Yeah, you nailed it. You were right.
Absolutely.
This is under NASA footage. We're just going to categorize this under NASA footage.
Yeah, look, guys, we're definitely going to dissect the mockumentary for sure.
Flashback.
I will not be rebutting any videos from these guys and will not be watching any of their content. There's no doubt about that.
So we go.
Mm-hmm.
So this is part of the final experiment.
Yeah. Wow.
I was shocked that it's the 21st century and people are still debating the shape of the Earth.
Hey, there is no debate.
Wait. We were also shocked.
Yeah.
We were also shocked. You know why? Because people are still dumb enough to believe that they can go to a place that violates natural law. People are still dumb enough to think that you stand and the Earth is moving, and that they still believe they measured the Earth curve.
Just to think that someone's antipodal to me, standing opposite to me, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Upside down, for that matter.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Hey, Justin, good to see you, man.
The question
is, guys, just to say that Justin Credible is not the wrestler Justin Credible, because the Justin Credible wrestler was an atheist.
Yeah, there you go. And
the question is, how is possible? I'm always mind-boggled when people know that the pharmacia is lying about the health, about the pills. They know that the government is lying. They know that the school system is lying. They know that so-called authorities are lying, but yet they still believe them. Cognitive dissonance.
That's dumb. That's what that is.
Yeah,
John.
it's cognitive dissonance. Exactly.
Absolutely.
I didn't know what I was going to do yet. I just needed to find it.
No, he knew exactly what he's going to do. Man.
Look at the meeting. Look at the meeting Duffy and McTooney is having. Yes, because they're longtime friends.
Yeah,
they're so comfortable together, man.
I still do believe that this was planned by these two a long time ago.
Yep.
Do you think when the
to be honest, it's not.
They had that young shot of of him in there, Duffy. It looked like that reminded me of that picture of like they're in that little cafe there. Yeah. It was in the beginning there. It flashed he had a younger looking face.
But that's what I say. We're gonna see though in the documentary when it comes out, we're probably going to be able to see if their ages line up. Because if you pick it up like you just picked up in the trailer, there's a good chance that we'll be able to pick it up in the documentary as well. And we'll be able then to show, well, guys, they didn't actually do all of it on one trip.
But I have to make a small correction. I don't think so. It was them who planned it. I think so. They're just faces. I think so. It was
They definitely
above their heads.
The face of TFE is Duffy. There's no doubt about that.
So I don't think that they planned it. I think it was planned for them, and they're just faces.
Do you think when the lights went out and they went to bed, they kind of pushed the bed together just so they could be a little more comfortable?
I just got to point out again to all the trolls. I've never left Flat Earth. Stop lying to people. Say I've left Flat Earth. Stop saying we're not going to do Flat Earth content. I never said that either. I said we're not going to engage with the anti-Flat Earthers.
Flashback.
I will not be rebutting any videos from these guys and will not be watching any of their content. We're not doing Flat Earth.
Yeah.
Biblical cosmology is literal Flat Earth, guys, if you haven't realized that.
Yeah.
It is. Now, that trailer is really short. I watched it already. It's done.
All right.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, we can see it was done.
To final experiment.
Antarctica.
Wow.
9 strangers.
9 strangers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not strangers.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to point out as well, guys. They had the time to do this hiking and cinematic video. They had to plan this for the documentary, remember?
Yep.
Yeah, just to let you know.
Madness.
Oh.
And while they were sleeping at the tables, apparently.
Wow. A few seconds in, they're already lying.
Oh.
I want to point out believes when they put Jaren on curved water, putting Elizabeth. There's no curved water. What the hell are they talking about?
Oops.
Have you noticed sky though?
Did you see that? Did you see the snow and all that, the wind and all that?
The wind, the snow.
That looked like actual footage.
Yes.
And then the TFE footage is crystal clear.
Yeah.
Look how great the sky is.
That's amazing. That's purely amazing. Can't believe
We
it,
didn't
man.
see any of that, dude. Not
wow.
I've heard so many videos.
Sorry, Matt. Charles.
No, I can't believe I'm seeing curved water.
I know.
in bold letters.
And you put flight paths on.
Flight paths already.
I still want them to tell us why they have a ceiling of 13,000 feet when flying in Antarctica.
Oops.
Yeah.
Why? Why is your ceiling 13,000 feet?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why exactly?
These are two big so far, two big irrefutable realities that they have a problem with. And that's why they're putting it there, because they have to try to combat the truth.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's it.
From flat earthers stating that Antarctica.
Sorry.
critical thing.
Critical thing with his weights, where he says, "Oh no, I don't have to account for any controls. Why do I need to account for it? I got the results I wanted."
And there's Matt.
Hold the key to the truth.
I'm here to do the science.
McCune and science don't go hand in hand, just to let you know.
Yeah.
In science, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Toy science.
Partner with people that want to partner.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Why does that sun look different?
That looks weird.
Compared to the sun they were showing. The flares and everything look very different.
Flat Earthers almost universally don't understand photography at all. The camera that we used to get the 24-hour video was a camera like this, an Insta360 that has two lenses and there is a fixed aperture size that doesn't change. There are no blades changing the aperture size. So you don't get the typical rays that you get from a lens like this, where you have a variable aperture size that changes. And you can almost see here that there's several individual blades. On the video that we see on screen, Jonathan Morandi is using a high-end lens that has 18 individual blades in the aperture. You can count them on the screen there. And they're very confused about this. They're like, oh, it looks different. Well, yes, it does look different. It's a different lens with a different camera. That's why it looks different.
Oh, yeah. I wonder
This
why.
looks more original to me.
Wow. What the heck?
Because when you review actual sun footage from people in Antarctica, the flares look very similar to how it's looking now.
Why are the shadows not blue?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, obviously, he could have done. Remember, he's made a documentary, so he's done contrast and changed the lights and everything to make
Filters.
it more the filter. So that's fine. But the point I'm trying to make now is look at the sun specifically, how it looks. Okay. And we can compare it to actual footage from Antarctica. That's practically how it looks. But the ones we saw from their 24-hour time lapses and stuff doesn't look like that.
Not at all. Nope.
At all.
That's studio work, dude.
And probably if we take a look at their time lapse and we have to take where the sun's position is compared to this, the height is going to differ as well.
Oh, yeah. A lot lower.
Mm-hmm.
Because that does look a bit different than the height that they were showing us if we look in that direction.
Is that Mount, what do you call it? I'm sorry.
Rosman's on
Yeah,
the
that's
left.
Look how high up it is from there. You know, isn't it usually?
No, but these mountains here aren't Mount Rosman. To the left where you can't see would be around Rosman's.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that does look very high.
You're forgetting documentary, not a documentary.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So that particular part of the day was about 10 p.m. at night. Shortly after we got the Starlink up, we were setting up the Rumble stream on Candace Owens' channel. That went for several hours and then had the Starlink died, and so the whole Rumble stream died. But the Mount Rossman is off screen to the left. It's 10 p.m. Local solar midnight is 2:30 a.m., which is when the sun is above Mount Rossman. So it's quite a few hours until we would expect to have the sun above Mount Rossman. But now, did they think that this elevation was wrong? Did they do any comparison on the fly? Of course they didn't. But they are happy to just say it's too high. Of course, they have no idea. Will they go and do a side-by-side comparison? Of course they won't. They will never do that. Why would they bother? They can just say it's too high, and that's it. They're done.
That's it. That's it.
But it's good to see you all.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I thought that was it.
It's almost.
I think people
So
look
good.
back of us going as something that is special.
I just heard about it. I thought this was something that I wanted to participate in.
Why is all their video footage showing clouds everywhere?
Yes. Yes.
Again,
that footage is completely different. Completely different from what
Because
they
all
put out.
the video footage we were watching from their stuff was showing no clouds. Now all the video footage is showing clouds.
Yep.
Fkatzoid is completely confused by weather. Different days have different weather. It's beyond his comprehension.
Yeah. This is madness, man. It's blatant. It's blatant.
Blatant bullshit.
Excited me, the whole idea.
He maintains that it is to move the discussion forward.
I'm sorry. Come on, slow-mo. Them looking like the boys. Yeah, we're going to do it.
Oh, they got that
They're
from a
the
pod.
boys.
Armageddon, guys.
Armageddon.
What I ended up.
Hi. Ooh, there's the old
Oh, they had to put that in.
The drone, yeah.
Yeah.
Learning throughout this journey was something that I would have never seen coming.
Big up to God because he has a funny way. He has a funny way of humbling people.
This is not what we agreed to. You guys are changing the
Scandal
rules.
they
If
never
that's what
saw
you guys
coming.
want your legacy to be, that's
Oh, sorry. Go on.
The scandal.
It is complete.
Okay.
Scammers.
It's a scandal.
We can't and just have a discussion about maybe just staying here?
The original.
I'm not even sure that any of us would object to it.
What's that on the walls? Yeah. Antarctica logistics and expedition.
Yeah, but that's their what's the name in the camp itself.
Got ya. Who's this
Hey,
guy?
Roger, what's up, man?
Not me. That's Cookie.
Oh, Ryan. Ryan was trying to join.
Ryan.
In the video, in the
You'll have to
video,
mute yourself, Ryan.
they had a heavy clothes. In the so-called experiment, they were even without t-shirts. And other thing is how the freak laptops were operating in such weather.
It was between 10 degrees and 25 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about -12 to -4 Celsius. Laptops work just fine in that temperature.
True.
That's better. Yeah.
Look, why'd you keep doing that?
I'll be there.
The greatest conspiracy of all. Whoa. Well, they did make it kind of dramatic, what they're supposed to do, so they did the job.
Yeah.
How you doing, Cookie?
What's up, Ryan?
They did conspire. We can agree on that.
Meets its final test. Well, I got a question for that, guys.
Go for it.
The greatest conspiracy, which is flat is still not a conspiracy, meets a final test, which is not the final test because he has more final tests, as he keeps saying.
It keeps coming. Yep.
And why is he saying a test now and not experiment? I thought he said it's experiment.
Well, you get it as a test, but it is an experiment.
Is he trying to trying to sit in the fence, huh?
Yeah.
A realm
wide experience coming 2025. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Thank you. Looking forward to that.
And that's the end of their review. And I hope that you enjoyed the ability to not have to go and find it on their channel, because my goodness, it's a lot of derp on their channel. And the entire Jerkle was there to be wrong about pretty much everything. Thank you to Fkatzoid and the Jerkle for that. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe. I got more coming. See you then.